Thanks so much, Josh and Marcella. Right now I'm sitting down with Make Michigan's president, Cooper Charlton, and Stephen Halperin, the vice presidential candidate. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. So we're going to jump right into your platform initiative. So first off, tell me a little bit about how you're planning on doing different initiatives than Make Michigan this past year.
Right. It's a good question. I think the benefit we've had of being the incumbent now is we've got to see some of the successes we had, but then also really reflect. I think Bobby Deschelle, Emily Lustig, and then Megan, before she had to step away, did a phenomenal job really representing the student voice, changing Michigan football ticket policy, some of these really good things. But we've also had a chance to see some of the things we didn't do well. Making sure when we say student voice, we're talking about North, Central, and South Campus. So having this ability to reflect has really, helped me and Stephen realize, the leadership roles and the things we need to do to be an even better party this year with Make Michigan.
Absolutely. And you guys are huge on social media. I mean, all over Facebook, all over Twitter.
Maybe too much.
So tell us a little bit about how you approach social media, why it's such a big part of your campaign.
Cool. I'd first like to apologize to everyone. I promise the social media campaign will hopefully be over tomorrow. I can't promise anything, who knows. But obviously, social media is something very important to our generation. Most kids, a majority kid, if not all kids, are on it. And it's a great opportunity to reach many people. And that's why Facebook is so important to the campaign and other social media outlets.
Wonderful. So Cooper, tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Wolverine Support Network. It's something you've been very active in.
Absolutely. One thing I like to say whenever we talk about WSN or the Wolverine Support Network is mental health is too important to politicize. I would love to talk about it, but I want people to know that this isn't something that we're toting around. That being said, I am fortunate enough to be the executive director for next year, taking over Bobby's role, currently the director of development. But what we're trying to do is destigmatize mental health on campus. We want to provide our students with a safe place where they can go to not only talk about the lowest of lows, talk about maybe if something happened during the week, but also talk about the highest of highs. In a sentence, it's fundamentally support for our students, but holistically a way to build a stronger community on campus.
Definitely. So this past year, we've also seen our fair share of athletic controversies. You're very involved, I hear, as well with the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Tell us a little bit how that role plays into your campaign and what you think just with this past year with those controversies.
Absolutely. So I see two questions there. The controversies, one, I really want to applaud the student body for kind of reaching out a hand and helping us out during that rough semester. Specifically, Stand by Blue, Tommy Wydra, really helped the student athletes feel like they were welcome on campus. To answer your second question, how I'm involved is I'm actually the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, which has been a great honor for me. Having to represent 931 student athletes who are all very different and very unique has really prepared me to step into this role as the president of CSG. Definitely.
So we're going to have to wrap up quickly, but before we do, tell me quickly, Stephen, about your involvement and your initiatives with student safety on campus.
Cool. So student safety to me is more than just physical safety. It's emotional, it's emotional, psychological, sexual, and of course physical. And for me, safety is most about comfortability, how comfortable you feel in any given situation. One of the main things in our platform is the sexual assault prevention. There we go. Committee.
Excuse me. It's been a long
day. Thank you. Sexual assault prevention. Wow, butchering this. Sexual Assault Committee to really raise awareness and give students a platform where they can voice their opinions. Because right now we have SAPAC, we have all these great initiatives, but there's not really a place where students can come together and talk about policy, which is something we really want to do. We want students to have more role in the administrative policy.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us, and stay tuned. We're going to jump to the debate later in today's episode, and it's going to be a great show. Thanks again, and back to a quick commercial break now.